edge.
You might want to call your neighbors. Might be something in the air tonight.
It's a wheel you won't want to miss.
Wheel of Fortune, tonight at 7 on WKYT.
Now 4:30 on WKYT this morning, a Lincoln County home is robbed while the owners are on vacation. Some special items were taken. The owners are hoping a reward will help get them back.
The University of Kentucky has dismissed a star defensive player after he was arrested and charged with drug trafficking.
And a couple of political missteps may cost Senator Ted Cruz and Ohio Governor John Kasich some votes in today's Nevada caucuses.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Welcome in. It's your Tuesday. We're glad you're on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's check in right now with Micah Harris to see what the weather has in store.
It is pretty dry for the most part, but you got to look down toward the southeast. That's where we're seeing some of these light showers clip us from the system to the south of us. Now, this will wither away here in just the next couple of hours. But as of right now, yeah, you got some wet roadways far, far south and southeastern areas. And that's where you see the 40s this morning, 30s elsewhere, central and northern zones. We did that same thing yesterday morning. Decent afternoon, though. I mean, we're looking at 54 degrees. It's a pretty nice day. Now, as we get into the night and into tomorrow, that's when things start to change and start to ramp up, too. I'll show you that rain when it moves on in coming up.
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit. Thank you. They were on vacation in Florida when burglars broke into their home, and now a Lincoln County couple says they have lost thousands of dollars worth of jewelry and guns.
The husband says among the stolen items, his 1980 national championship ring from the University of Louisville basketball team. As Garrett Weimer reports, he's asking for your help tracking down the burglars.
The Pulliams are still cleaning up, picking up the pieces a thief left behind after breaking into their home last weekend.
They tried to take screwdrivers and pry this open, and it wouldn't move, so they kicked it and kicked it and kicked it, and finally the wood frame just gave away, and when the wood frame gave away, they went on inside.
Marty Pulliam says the burglars busted down his door before going in and ransacking his home.
Went through the jewelry box, went through the closets, pulled the mattresses over. I mean, they went through the dirty clothes hamper looking for stuff.
Pulliam wore number 40 on Louisville's 1980 men's basketball national championship team. Just over a week ago, while he and his wife were out of town, he says thieves stole several guns, purses, some electronics, and his national championship ring and watch.
Somebody taking my ring does not diminish one bit what we accomplished. We're still national champions, whether I've got a ring or not. Of course, I'd like to have my ring back. I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't. I would like to have it, and I'd like to have all our stuff back.
Now Pulliam is offering a $1,000 reward, hoping he'll get back those priceless items and some peace of mind.
My grandfather was 89 years old. He died. He needed him to have a lock on his door. He never had a lock on his house his entire life. And now you can't even go to Florida for a week's vacation without somebody breaking into your house.
Pulliam says he hopes someone will come forward so whoever did this will be put behind bars. In Stanford, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
And Pulliam says police are still investigating. He's offering that reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction.
A quick-thinking store employee helped police catch a man who they say tried to rob a Central Kentucky pharmacy. That happened late yesterday afternoon at the CVS pharmacy in Georgetown. Police say the man walked in and handed a pharmacy employee a note demanding prescription medicine. But a clerk quickly called 911. The man was still in the store when the police got there, and they arrested 23-year-old Larez Brown. He is in the Scott County Jail now for robbery and tampering with physical evidence. This morning we have learned the name of the man who Georgetown police say robbed a Domino's pizza place at gunpoint last week. Police say they have arrested Anthony Butler for that robbery. Police say they are still trying to figure out if Butler is also behind robberies at a nearby Dollar General and a third robbery in Lexington.
A UK football player has been kicked off the team after being arrested in Franklin County. The Franklin County Sheriff says a deputy pulled over 21-year-old defensive end Jason Hatcher for speeding on Interstate 64 yesterday. The deputies say he smelled marijuana, so he searched the car. The sheriff says the deputy found about a pound of marijuana.
When he come back up, there was some seeds and stems and stuff on his crotch area. And when he got him out, he had stuck a quarter pound of marijuana down his pants. There was 3/4 of a pound of marijuana found on the passenger side floorboard of the vehicle.
Deputies charged Hatcher with trafficking marijuana, evidence tampering, and possession of drug paraphernalia. UK released a statement yesterday saying that coach Mark Stoops had dismissed Hatcher from the team. Hatcher was suspended for UK's first 2 games of last season for violating team rules.
Now 4:35 on WKYT, and police are thinking that a driver who caused a deadly crash in northern Kentucky may have been high on drugs. The crash happened yesterday afternoon on Interstate 275 in Campbell County near the Ohio line. Witnesses say the driver was speeding when he lost control of the car, causing it to roll over several times. Police say the driver and a woman and a 7-month-old boy riding with him were thrown from the car. The driver was killed. Police say the woman and baby are in critical condition as of last night, and they say they found several drug needles in the car. In Magoffin County, police are investigating a deadly crash. Police say a man lost control of his Camaro, causing that car to flip into a creek yesterday afternoon. The crash happened on Highway 542 south of Salyersville. Police say the driver, 44-year-old Kelly Vanderpool, died at the scene. He was the only person in the car.
Investigators now think drugs led to a shooting in Louisville earlier this month that injured a mail carrier. Police have charged the accused shooter, Eric Bennett, with attempted murder, his brother, Marcus Bennett, with assault. Investigators say the mail carrier told them Marcus Bennett had approached him for help delivering drug packages. He claims Marcus later blamed him for a missing package. Police say the mail carrier has been convicted of drug charges in the past, including felony possession of cocaine.
Lexington city leaders have a new deadline set now for the long-delayed Centerpoint project. Last week, the city's attorney sent a letter to the company that owns 2 cranes on the site, saying if work on an underground parking garage does not resume by March 30th, the city will fill in the giant hole with dirt. City leaders also say they can seek more than $4 million in reimbursement and foreclosure on the property.
A Central Kentucky high school's dress code is changing again for the 2nd time this month. A few weeks ago, teachers and parents at Anderson County High School approved a change that allowed students to wear pajama, yoga, and stretch pants. After receiving some complaints, the school's site-based decision council decided to ban pajama pants again. The Anderson News reports students will still be allowed to wear yoga and stretch pants.
The GOP will be caucusing in Nevada today. Donald Trump is expecting another win, especially after what happened last night.
2 of Trump's rivals, Ted Cruz and John Kasich, had some missteps today leading up to the caucus. Those mistakes may have cost some voter support. Mary Maloney explains.
Donald Trump may laugh his way to a win in Nevada, especially after a gaffe from John Kasich and a campaign misstep from Ted Cruz. Top Cruz spokesman Rick Tyler distributed this YouTube video, misquoting Marco Rubio is saying about the Bible. Got a good book there, not many answers in it. But what Rubio actually says is all the answers are in there, making the video a blatant lie.
Every single day, something comes out of the Cruz campaign that's deceptive and untrue.
Cruz asked for and accepted Tyler's resignation.
Rick Tyler's a good man. This was a grave error of judgment. We are not a campaign that is going to question the faith of another candidate.
Trump seized on the episode, tweeting, "More dirty tricks." The same day, Kasich made an eyebrow-raising remark about women who helped his past campaigns.
Many women who left their kitchens to go out and go door to door and to put yard signs up for me.
I'll come to support you, but I won't be coming out of the kitchen.
I got you.
Kasich attempted to explain the comment, calling it off the cuff.
Everybody's just got to relax. And you know, the other thing I think you all know is I am not a scripted candidate.
Some GOP donors want Kasich to drop out and send his support to Rubio, who has a personal history in Nevada and has picked up several major endorsements after Jeb Bush dropped out of the race. But Kasich laughed off that idea.
I think it's funny.
Hoping whatever happens on the trail stays there. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
On the Democratic side, former President Bill Clinton was in Texas last night, stumping in support of his wife's presidential bid. He spoke at Paul Quinn College outside Dallas. Clinton detailed his wife's political record and lashed out at Republicans by telling the crowd, "America never stopped being great." Texas will have its primary on Super Tuesday, March 1st.
Police are needing help in finding the owner of a dog who they say was abandoned and later hit and killed by a car. Surveillance video shows a vehicle stopping near the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter in Perry County. This was last Wednesday. A dog then jumped out of the vehicle before the driver took off. Animal shelter workers say the dog spent several hours outside the shelter before running away. They say someone later found the dog dead along Highway 80. The owner could face animal cruelty charges. The shelter is offering a $250 reward for information in the case.
Vehicle pull down. It looked maybe like a Ford Explorer or something like that. It was like a green color. And they pulled right at the top of the hill and set the dog out, and then they just left.
The dog's owner could face animal cruelty charges. Again, the shelter offering a $250 reward in that case.
Well, in Lincoln County, the community is helping one couple deal with a tragic loss. Ronnie and Cassie Elmore's 10-day-old son, Ransom, died earlier this month at Kentucky Children's Hospital. The couple decided to donate Ransom's organs to save other babies' lives. Kentucky Children's Hospital says that Ransom was the youngest donor in the hospital's history. Last night, a fundraiser was held for the Elmores at Lincoln County Middle School, where Cassie teaches. She says knowing Ransom helped others gives her some support.
One day, I guess, we went home and it kind of just dawned on us that he might not have been sent here to be our miracle, but to be a miracle for other people.
Well, volunteers also signed up people to organ donors at the fundraiser. The Elmores have also set up a fund at Kentucky Children's Hospital called the Handsome Ransom Wilder Elmore Fund. It will help children who have, parents who have children in the hospital's NICU.
4:41 is our time on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started. We have a lot more news to tell you about here on this Tuesday, and we hope you can stay with us.
Well, pregnancy, it causes a bit of aches and pains, that's for sure. Seeing a chiropractor, though, may help with that. That's coming up in today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
And we have a little rain down toward the south and southeast. That will wither away here in the next 2 to 3 hours, and once that does, pretty decent day till late in the day. I'll show you when that rain moves on in coming up.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Overall, a pretty dry look across the region, but then go far south and into the southeast. Really, the Cumberland Parkway and also Hal Rogers Parkway, those are areas that are picking up some light rain early this morning. You can see that down toward the south and southeast. Now, a lot of this is coming from complex. It's just south of us. This complex isn't going to affect us that much. We're going to be watching very closely, though, on what's going to be happening later on this evening and off into the night. But that rain right there that you see will actually fade away here in just about 2 to 3 hours. Here's your look for temperature-wise. You're walking out the door in the 40s down south, 30s northbound and in the central zones. If you got to remember let's see, 24 hours. You go 24 hours ago yesterday morning, we were exactly the same. I mean, 40 south, 30s in central and northern Kentucky. And then we slide into your afternoon and evening. Look at that, 54 degrees. It's not a bad day. During the daylight hours, afternoon, I would say there's a slight chance in southern Kentucky of a shower or two. And that's about it. Other than that, we all stay dry. Off into the evening and night, that's when the rain moves on in, especially as you get closer toward midnight. That's when it really comes on in, and you'll have not only showers, but even some rumbles of thunder in the forecast overnight and into tomorrow morning. Here's your breakdown, though. Let's go day by day on what we can expect. So tomorrow, we're going to be seeing that heavy rain move on in. You'll get some breaks here and there. It's going to be on and off, but even a few rumbles of thunder cannot be ruled out. But very windy, too. 20, 30 miles per hour sustained winds. Then you get into the gusts. 40, 45 miles per hour. It's going to be pretty strong winds like we had just about 3 days ago. And so that pushes on through. Then Wednesday night into Thursday morning, now we're talking about that rain transitioning over into snow. So you go off into the night into Thursday morning, here comes the snow showers, and that is accumulating snow. Now, how much snow are we expecting? A couple of inches is very likely for many of us. But we could see anywhere from 1 inch to about 3 inches of snow. I'd say 3 inches the highest that we'll actually see out of this. So most of us, 1 to 2 inches is probably a good bet. So it's not a major snow threat, but it's just enough to cause some headaches across the region. The good news there is that temperatures will be right around 32. And if you remember last time, very wet snow, so it's more of a slush than sticking to the roads and just causing ice everywhere. So there is some good news out of that. Once that moves on out, we'll see that move out Thursday night into Friday morning. Just a couple of flicks there on Friday morning and pretty chilly conditions. So that's your 3-day tracker. Let's check out your 7-day. And you can see tomorrow and Thursday, no doubt about it, are the days to watch out for. We're going from 60 on Wednesday to 32 on Thursday, guys. But look at your weekend. It's not all that bad. 46 there on Saturday and 54 on Sunday. So this is a minor break from the nice temperatures. But you know what? You got to throw these systems in here sooner or later here in February. So we're getting there, but we're just going to have some bumps in the road along the way.
We understand. All right. Thank you, Micah. It is 4:47 right now. Pregnancy can be a difficult time for women, especially when it gets closer to the due date.
I can speak
why am I the one telling that, right?
Yeah, I can definitely speak from personal experience here. There are some ways, though, to help alleviate some of the aches and pains to have an easier delivery. Here's one way proven to help in today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
Expecting mothers know that their little bundle of joy can put a lot of pressure on the back and pelvis, causing pain and discomfort. A visit to the chiropractor can provide several benefits for women who are pregnant. We spoke with Dr. Bailey Nye about how chiropractic care during pregnancy may help.
A lot of pregnant women are looking to better their pregnancy, better their labor, and a lot of times we can help that by balancing out the hips to make it for an easier passage for the baby to come out. Actually, people that are under chiropractic care with pregnancy have less chances of medical interventions during labor, so less chances for like forceps, vacuum births, things like that. The biggest thing, is learning proper positioning for sleeping. Through getting adjustments, we're obviously alleviating the pain that's on your body, so you'll be able to sleep better that way and just keep you more comfortable.
If you haven't seen a chiropractor before, ask your primary care physician for a referral. For more ways to make mom's life easier, visit momseveryday.com.
For these tips and more, go to WKYT.com, click on Moms Every Day.
And updated news and weather right there as well on our website. Good to have you along this morning. It's 4:49 on WKYT.
A Georgia business owner wants his employees to stay safe, so he's requiring them to be armed on the job. That story coming up on WKYT this morning.
Hey, welcome back in and good morning to you. Our time is 4:52 on your Tuesday morning. A Georgia business owner is now requiring that all of his employees get a concealed carry handgun permit and be armed.
The company works with aircraft insurers. Owner Lance Tolan says recent reports about crime concern him, so he decided to require that all his employees carry a weapon. Tolan says all his aviation insurance agencies carry the guns openly in the office. Some employees like the idea.
Some legal trouble is really heating up in Minnesota over popcorn. If you like Chicago mixed popcorn, a mix of regular caramel and cheddar popcorn, you may no longer be able to snack on it. 3 major popcorn makers were forced to drop their Chicago mix flavor after a trademark lawsuit. A small Minnesota chain called Candyland started that label more than 20 years ago. That has not stopped other companies from using the label, and now Candyland owners are taking 3 of the biggest trademark violators to court.
Changes are coming for those of you who like to get your morning coffee from Starbucks. The company is changing its reward program. Right now, after 12 transactions, you get 1 free item, but with the new program, you get 2 stars for every $1 you spend. So after 125 stars, or $62.50, you will now get 1 free item. Some customers say it'll take more than 20 transactions to get a free item.
So the rules are changing, it sounds like, huh?
Sounds like it.
All right, the time this morning is 4:53, 74.5. Great to have you along. And coming right up, a look at some of the stories our news team is working on this morning.
We'll also have another look at your morning forecast. Welcome back in. It is 4:57 on your Tuesday morning. It's time right now to take a look at some of the stories we're working on.
Kentucky legislators will be hearing a bill proposal today to make certain that forms of cancer can be considered death in line of duty. We'll have more details on this story coming up. It's developing, and we'll have that next on WKYT this morning. And we want to check weather. We might be in store for some potentially rough weather later in the week with a little snow here and there and lots of rain.
Yeah, how much rain, Micah, is in our forecast today?
Well, I think for most of us today, it's really down toward the south and southeast. It lasts another 2 to 3 hours. Then it's long gone, and we don't have rain until you go off into the evening and night. So get this little batch out of here, and then we're going to see things get a little bit better as we go through the day. Starting off in the 30s, finishing in the 50s, and I'll have that rain and snow forecast coming up.